Welcome to Go Bears Diecast Workshop, episode 35. Remember, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so that you'll be notified of my future videos. This happens to be an invitational from Diecast Graveyard, Uncle Pauly. And there is only two rules: that it has to be a muscle car and it has to have flames on it, but you cannot use decals. Please check out the other builders. There'll be links to their pages in my description. But let's go ahead and see what I've chosen. It's the 1967 Pontiac GTO. I've already drilled and tapped it. I'm going to use the 256 button head so that it can be put back together easily. But let's go ahead and get it apart and see what we're working with. So here we have the plastic base, the interior, the windshield, and of course the casting itself. First things first is we got to get it in some stripper so that we can see what we're working with as far as the casting itself. And here it is. All the paint has been removed. I'm going to go ahead and prep the casting with the wire wheel going over the entire body. Now this was definitely a challenge that was out of my wheelhouse. I'd never done anything like this without decals, but I have a couple of different ideas. I think that I will possibly try maybe drawing it out on maybe some painter's tape and then putting it down on there. But again, this is going to be some trial and error. And as I'm doing the prepping of the body, my wheels are turning. Now if I had one of those crickets or cameo silhouettes, I probably could have cut it out on vinyl and maybe used it as a template and painted the flames on that way. But again, I'm gonna try it old school with some painter's tape and see how that works out. Now you can see me going over the casting with the file, just making sure that everything's nice and smooth and getting rid of any cast lines or uneven surfaces that don't belong. I'll go back over it with sandpaper, varying degrees. I'm going to go ahead and polish it up because I think I'm going to use Spectraflame because it's more of a transparent type of paint, especially if you choose the right color. And that way maybe you can see the underlying flames that I go on with. But you know, to prep a body for Spectraflame, you have to go up in degrees of sandpaper so you can get that mirror shine and then polish it up. Okay, here I am in the paint booth, and as you can see, it doesn't look like blue painter's tape. Well, that was an epic fail. So now what you're seeing is actually a vinyl sheet that I hand drew the flames on, and I used the positive and the negative of those two sheets once they're cut out. So the templates, I'm just using my tweezers to make sure that the vinyl is actually sitting flush with the body so I don't have any bleed through. But it is polished up to a mirror shine, and I'm coming back over it with silver. So I'm using a silver color in my airbrush, and what I'm going to do is going to hit the roof and the hood where the flames are, and hopefully it works out to be something like ghost flames. And I'm taking my time because I don't want to use too much air pressure to pick up that vinyl. And that vinyl sheet that I had was actually a sheet that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. I picked this one up at Michael's. It was just a removable vinyl sheet, one sheet, 8.5 by 11. I measured the hood out and the roof, and I went on and I hand drew the actual flames, and then I cut them out, and the flames that are used on the hood is what I consider the positive of the template, and then what's on the roof of the car is the negative. So I sprayed that on the mirror finish, and now I'm going to come back, and I got the Spectraflame blue, that Windex blue. And again, that's from the Redline shop. Great product. Remember to take your time with this. You're going to mist on the first couple of coats and then get a little bit heavier. And of course, I'm going to try to achieve that ghost flame look, so I'm probably not going to go as dark as I would normally go. We're going to see how this works out. Now the paint's going on great. I'm happy about that. And when I took the vinyl off, I really didn't have any bleed through with the silver, so you can kind of see the shadows of the flames as I turn the car when I'm painting it. Again, I'm taking my time. There's a pretty good shot. You can see an angle where you can see the flames coming up now that the blue's going on top and it's showing through. Again, this was definitely a challenge for me. I'm not sure about the other builders, but I'm anxious to see how they accomplish this. Now you can see the blue going on. I'm going to put on a few more coats just to deepen it up a little bit. I think it's turning out fantastic. Cross my fingers that I don't get any runs or sags. Now it is looking very good right now. I'm extremely happy with the way it's turning out. Forgot to get under the wheel wells. I'm going to have to take care of that. Usually that's the first thing that I hit is the wheel wells, and I guess I was so excited about doing it and I just went straight to the top where the flames were and started working the vehicle that way. I'm going a little bit heavier. There you go. You can get a shot of the flames. I think they look fantastic. There's a good shot. You can look at it. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little closer. There you go. Look at that. I think that turned out wonderful. I hope you guys like it. I'll still have one more step to get through the clear, but it is absolutely gorgeous. Looked like a little woolly booger got in there. Now I'm coming back with the clear. I did use the Redline Shop clear this time. I like it, but I think I still rather the Automotive 2K clear. But I had purchased some of this, so I figured I'd use it like product to like product. Absolutely beautiful. That shine is so deep. The car actually looks wet. Now this is what we started out with. Looks like a canary yellow 1967 Pontiac GTO. Has some black striping on it. I of course had the challenge of putting flames on it. So here it is. I painted the wheels chrome. Went on and did some little details on it, minor details. There's the flames. I think they turned out wonderful. I wish my camera would do it justice as I see it in person. I can't wait to see the other builders. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you check them out. Make sure that you do. Paul, thanks again, Diecast Graveyard, for inviting me to this build-off. It was a definite challenge, but I am extremely happy with the product and very pleased to be a part of it. I'd like to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. Stay safe. Enjoy your family and friends if you have a few over. Just remember, be safe. Thanks again.